So Microsoft, as we all know, is in, well, I don't know what space it's in. In fact, it hasn't been on Cloud9 for a long time, Microsoft. But I think just lately anyway, it's kind of shown us how far away from Earth Microsoft is. They're showing every day they speak, every day that company does something, it's just showing the public how far away they're veering away from Earth. Because what they're doing is very weird and doesn't make any sense. Now, they've got an exclusive coming up soon, which is the Hellblade 2, a fan favourite of many. People are excited for it. Zero marketing, for a starter. Zero marketing. Up until now. You're going to wait that long to market a game. Yes, they marketed a controller. Yes, a controller more than they did a fucking exclusive game. How are you going to market a exclusive game, the game that should be used to sell your console, less than a controller? What is going on at Microsoft? I have no fucking clue, but it clearly ain't going well. It clearly ain't going well. I know that for a fact. Everything is just messed up. They're in a lot of heat at the moment. All over the place, rushed off their feet. We've got the Xbox president Sarah Bond giving a fast question of why the studios were shut down, because Hi-Fi Rush was a pretty successful game. Obviously gave you a pretty corporate response. Well, it's pretty creative, this, and there's just blah, 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 bullshit. Very little people are actually listening what's coming out of your mouth, because nobody cares. You know, if you put that much trust into Xbox and then realize that it's all being flamed away, which it is, it doesn't make any sense to me. Now, what Xbox is trying to do, I don't understand your accomplishment in doing this. So, what is going on with Xbox? And, well, is the future of Xbox going downhill, or is it staying on hill? Well, I can't answer that question because I don't know the answer to it. Xbox are all over the place. One minute they say this, the next minute they backtrack on what they're saying. It seems like they don't even really know what they actually want for their own community. Oh, there was rumours again in February about exclusives coming. They took almost a week just to say there's 4 games coming. You literally could have just said that day, we've got some exclusives coming, 4 exclusives or 4 Game Pass games, and they're still on Game Pass, bear in mind, so they haven't really tanked them that much. But either way, that's beside the point. We've got 4 games coming over. We won't reveal them for a week or so. That's fair enough, but the communication was dry as hell. Like, come on, man, you really need to start communicating to your fucking, your community. Because if you don't start doing that, they're not really going to understand what you're trying to say. And I know you don't really give a shit about, obviously, big corporate, because this is the thing about big corporate companies. They suck the living hell of creativity out of people, and it just ends up like shit. That's why we get slop these days. Because half of these studios, they're very tight-knitted. They have to go by this, and they do this and this. Their creative talent's never really shown because, well, they're forced under some strict bullshit. They're overworked like hell, a lot of these people in these studios. They work like hell. There's crunch. I know Call of Duty's got major problems with crunch. Sledgehammer making the recent Call of Duty title now, Modern Warfare 3, were crunched to hell to try and get that game out. This is what I kind of hate. And then there's rumors again that apparently they're going to be making an Xbox store for mobile. What? What are you? I don't understand. What on earth is going on at Xbox and Microsoft, both of them, to be quite honest with you? Number one, it seems like half of the senior executives there, or the higher up leadership, don't even have a clue what they're doing. I don't even think they get informed of this shit, to be honest. I think they just come to work one day and someone says, oh, well, we're doing this now. And they're like, the fuck? I don't understand what on earth is going on at Microsoft. I really... Microsoft's new mobile Xbox Mobile Store is launching in July. The Xbox Mobile Store will be available on the web first with Microsoft's first-party mobile games, and then apparently they will be launching it to third-party devs. First of all, why is it in a mobile only, and why is it in a web version? We're on mobile, and I'm guessing this is going to mainly support Android because, yeah, while third-party does exist for Apple, it only exists within the EU, I think. So that's going to kind of cut a large chunk of people out. And what exactly is this, the first-party games? As I'm guessing Minecraft Pocket Edition or a Minecraft. Is this going to support Game Pass? I get it. It's cool to veer into the mobile market. I think that's the main reason they bought Activision, because of Candy Crush and that. And Candy Crush, yeah, is a very successful game. It's a hugely, widely successful game. Of course it is. There's no thing in saying that, and that's kind of why they bought it. Although it looks like now they're wanting to create their own sort of app store for their games, and apparently they're going to start supporting third-party games in the future. I don't know what on earth these games are. Again, I don't know what Microsoft is doing by doing this. It feels like, to me, Microsoft is doing everything to try and get away from the Xbox brand, in my opinion. Because, first of all, I think you mainly, at the moment, you should be focusing on Xbox and the console. You shouldn't be focusing on making an app. Nobody cares about the app at the moment. You can release that in a few years or whenever. In fact, I wouldn't even bother releasing it at all because I don't think it'll be a huge success anyway. And you watch, I guarantee you I give it maybe a year or something and they'll end up cancelling it, like most of these big companies. In fact, that's exactly how I thought Xbox would go, you know. But no, it looks like they're still trying to cling on to Xbox. It seems to me Microsoft has every opportunity to be good at what they're doing, but they shoot themselves in the foot every single time. And it's making me realise it's nothing to do with the gamers. People are now complaining, oh, well, no one buys exclusives. Bingo! Stop putting them on fucking Game Pass. You're making it harder for yourself by doing this. Now they're contemplating whether they're going to put Call of Duty on Game Pass. You know, they promised that shit. They'd be putting Activision games, and they definitely said, and they hinted at Call of Duty anyway, to put Call... Now, I'm not expecting the brand new Call of Duty that comes out that year to be coming on Game Pass. Obviously. That'd be a huge profit loss. Call of Duty makes quite a lot of fucking money from the actual game itself to the skins. It makes a lot of money. We all know that. You know, not putting on Game Pass would actually hugely affect... not putting on Game Pass, will hugely affect the game. And I hope they don't. But all the Call of Duties, like, you know, the 360 titles... And, you know, the games that are like Advanced Warfare, Call of Duty Ghosts, Call of Duty Black Ops 2, and them games, I don't see why they would be bad to put them on Game Pass. I highly doubt any of them are generating any revenue. Plus, they're very expensive and rarely go down in price. And when they do, well, they're still kind of expensive. At least a little bit more affordable. Well, they are affordable, but I'm not paying... you know, an extra, I'm not paying $50 for a 10-year-old game, you know, that's not far off, you know, that's half of what the newer Call of Duties are, and it's, again, that's a different ball game, though. Now, another one is Microsoft Gaming. I see this kind of going around. It looks like they're trying to rebrand as Microsoft Gaming. Now, I know Microsoft, their department has been called Microsoft Gaming for a while now, which I don't think is a bad way to call your department. That should be like the department of where Xbox is and stuff like that, Microsoft Gaming. Again, nothing wrong with that. is that going to be replacing Xbox when they go third party? Because they're definitely going third party. They have to, right? They're going to keep reassuring people, oh, we care about the consoles and blah, 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 blah. I think they're only saying that because people are subscribed to Game Pass and they don't want to lose any revenue they're still getting from Game Pass. That's what I think anyway. I could be totally wrong. But I think it's because they don't want to lose any money from Game Pass that they've currently got on. So they try and say, we've got a console on the way, blah, blah, blah. Now, there is rumours apparently they have a handheld console on the way, which, you know what, I wouldn't mind them veering into the handheld market, but apparently they're going to be having a dock and trying to copy the Switch. Please don't do that. You tried to copy the Switch, you tried to copy Nintendo once, didn't you? You kind of tried to copy them with the Kinect, and, well, the Kinect was kind of a success on the 360 to some people. Some people kind of enjoyed it. And then you tried to do it again with the Xbox One and completely failed. Forcing people to buy a Kinect with their Xbox just it was a no-go in my opinion. And, you know, if you are going to do that and go down that route, I don't see it happening very well for you. I really don't. My Switch, Nintendo, they've got something else going on. The reason why it's so popular is mainly because of the exclusives on it. It's the only place you can play Zelda. It's the only place you can play Mario. And if you're going to do that, at least make yours realize where it's the only place you can play this game. Halo. Again, Halo is another exclusive. They don't have a clue what they're doing with. Probably one of the biggest brand ambassadors for Xbox, Halo is, Master Chief especially. Where the fuck is Halo? Halo Infinite. Yeah, it's a flop. It's a flop. Not many people like it. You know, if you're going to try and grow the Xbox brand, this is what I'm trying to realize is the Xbox brand isn't growing, not because of the gamers and stuff like that. It's because Xbox themselves, they aren't putting in the time, they ain't putting in the work. They seem to be half-assing everything and then blaming on other people because nobody else buys the games. Yeah, no one buys the games because why the fuck would you buy them if they're free on Game Pass or on a discount? And why would you get them anyway? Because, well, you can get them on fucking PC. Yes, the thing you literally kill. If someone has an Xbox and a PC, what are they going to do? The new Hellblade 2 is coming out. Oh wait, there's Game Pass on PC. You know what I mean? I'm starting to realize you're killing your brand. I don't understand it. Yeah, I understand you're trying to bring him out and make PC, give what to the PC players. But you're also kind of killing the Xbox brand as well while doing that. Again, like I said, I don't agree with exclusives, but I understand the purpose they hold. And the purpose they hold is to try and get you to buy that specific console. And it's quite clear they aren't investing a lot of money and time into that. Because, well, it's not working for them. And then they come back and complain to the community and then just axe all the studios. All of them games and the studios that were axed, they were all on Game Pass. Why? If people aren't buying them on Xbox, you've conditioned them into not buying it. You've conditioned them. The boss of, this is it. The boss of Xbox Game Studios reportedly told Bethesda staff, we need smaller games that give us prestige and awards just a day after shutting down Hi-Fi Rush. The joke doesn't write itself. The joke doesn't write itself, does it? Holy shit. What an ass. And I guarantee that motherfucker knew. He knew, a matter of fact. He knew he was going to nuke all them jobs. He was going to get rid of them all. He was going to get rid of them all. He's like, you know what? We don't need you anymore. I'm gonna bullshit you and say, we need more games like Hi-Fi Rush. But guess what? There ain't going to be a game like Hi-Fi Rush because you're all fired. What a joke Microsoft and what a joke Xbox is becoming. You know, they used to be on the top of things. They used to be doing well. Even with the Xbox One, it used to do pretty decent. And then we have the Xbox Series X, which is a nice console. I'm not saying it's not a nice console. But deep down, when you look at it and the fucking people who are running it, it's... You kind of have to peek out and get and be like, is that who I think it is? It just doesn't seem to... I don't know what the leadership is going on, but it just isn't fucking working. And it's kind of annoying. I don't know what to really say about it. I keep repeating myself because I'm trying to understand who is really in charge at Xbox. Phil Spencer has come under fire for a long time. He's lied about numerous things or said things and they've never either came true. And his communication to his, fans, I guess, has been shit. Now, there was a pretty funny thing on Twitter that was going viral. Now, obviously, Fallout 76. Hey, that's another thing that's been... I'll divert this to say. That's another thing that's been becoming popular. Maybe it was a distraction this whole time. Fallout. Fallout has been doing incredible. They were on sale through on Steam and stuff like that, where they were doing great. They were doing fucking incredible. They were on top of everything. They were doing great. People were loving it. High Steam numbers. Even for Fallout 76. And we all know the reputation that got a few years ago. Really, really, really bad. Probably one of the worst Fallouts ever. A lot of people are enjoying it. I don't mind it. But someone decided to nuke Phil Spencer's camp on Fallout 76. That is some funny ass shit right there. That is some funny ass shit. Wow. Where are my Microsoft gaming fans? Wow, the jokes are writing itself. Oh, right. Someone called Ryan McAfee wrote a sort of piece on this. Phil Spencer and the battle for Xbox's soul. Once a scrappy startup with a buttoned up institution, Xbox and its long-time leader are now struggling to resist buckling under the weight of being the very thing they once stood against. Stop me if you've ever heard this before. Xbox stepped on a rake again. For the umpteenth time in the past decade, Microsoft has found itself at the wrong end of bad news. Yes, they have. Indeed, they have. It seems like Microsoft just doesn't understand what they should do. I don't know what the shareholders do there, but clearly they to be quite honest, I'd be surprised in thinking a lot of the shareholders don't have a fucking clue about gaming at all. They invest in this because they see that the game development and gaming studios are doing well financially. Very well financially. So what do? They invest a shit ton of money, thinking it's going to blow up, thinking they're going to make a shit ton of money, and they do. And guess what? They do the same again, and the same again, and the same again, and it just keeps repeating itself. And then there's always some corporate fuck-up that ends up blasting it to pieces. I'm starting to realise Xbox need to gear itself up for the future. Because with this type of leadership, there's surely going to be some falling out soon, to be honest, it looks like anyway, the leaders don't even talk to each other. None of them talk to each other. It's like they come into a room and then they all just tell each other, well, this is going to happen to Xbox, and then walk out. And then they don't see each other for a while, and then they do the same. That's how they relay. That's what it looks like anyway. They don't really care about the brand at all. And I know Xbox, again, like I've been saying, hasn't had the biggest and the most impactful brand over the years. Sony has obviously taken that throne from them for this is the second generation. Well, actually, to be honest, if we're going down that route, Microsoft has actually never won the generational war. As much as I don't want to say that, it definitely is what is pushing a lot of this stuff is the generational war of these consoles. Now, I do think, again, Xbox is a great platform. I'm not saying it isn't. But with a leadership like that, and as I keep saying, it's not going to go anywhere. You know, axing studios, making mistakes at the beginning of the year, lying to your fans, lying to the people who are putting thousands into your console and ecosystem. You know, lying is just not a thing you really should do to your consumers because, well, a lot of the time, they can just stop funding you. You know, I don't understand why companies like doing this, biting off the hand that feeds them. They just love to do it. Is it some satisfying thing they get out of? I don't know. But they will do it. They're like, okay, then yeah, you do this, bite our hand off them. And it works. It works. They don't care. You know? And again, I really hope, I mean, to be honest, if that was me, anyway, I'd fire all of them. Phil Spencer, the lot of them. Get a new leadership in. Start cracking down on some good stuff and just working. You know, if some Xbox executives are giving you half-assed, corporate-ass responses, which again surprise me because that seems to be how everything is going at the moment. It is a real shame. It is a huge, phenomenal shame why this is happening. And it kind of makes me wonder what is going to happen to Microsoft Gaming? Yeah, they changed the name as well. Fucking hell. Oh, Microsoft, what are you doing? I can't really speak a lot about it because I don't know what to speak about because, well, there's only one thing you can speak about and how much of a fuck up Microsoft is. And that's, again, really obvious to keep stating. But all I can say is, if you own an Xbox, I don't know if you should get out or not, to be honest. I know a lot of people are saying get out and, switch to PlayStation. You'll probably get a better experience. Heck, they've got an Xbox showcase in June, haven't they? Or a PlayStation showcase, should I say? Because I can very much assure you, they're going to be announcing some Xbox exclusives on the PlayStation platform. I don't know what they're going to be announcing. In fact, I don't know if it's going to be Xbox exclusives like Halo and like proper Xbox exclusives, or it's going to be like future Fallout and stuff like that. To be honest, I don't know why they kind of put Bethesda as a exclusive studio, in my opinion. Like, Fallout would definitely benefit from being on both platforms. So would Skyrim or Elder Scrolls. I think a lot of them would benefit from being on dual platforms. And I know, them buying... And then again, a few years back, when they did buy Bethesda, a lot of people were against it, and they said, this is going to be a big failure. Microsoft are going to start selling off things and ruining the company and this and this. And, well, whoever said that, and if you did say that, well, guess what? You deserve a medal because you were fucking right. Holy shit, who would have guessed? A big corporation like Microsoft screws over the devs and screws over people who are working there. And then apparently in a few weeks there's going to be more layoffs. I'm sure that's bringing a lot of happiness into people who work in the Xbox department especially, and the gaming department of Microsoft. I'm sure they're thrilled to realize, oh shit, their jobs are in jeopardy now. Hopefully Phil Spencer's on that list for lying. God, that would be fun. That would be hilarious. Or maybe he resigns because of all the backlash. That's what they normally do, isn't it? The big CEOs and that, once they're in like major backlash, like humongous backlash. The way they try to retain themselves and retain their image, what left of it is, they'll resign and say, oh, well, it was nice working at this company and this, even though they were the downfall of the fucking shit to begin with. Now, I understand Phil Spencer has done a lot for the company and he's had a lot to deal with. You know, from Don Maverick, for ever since he completely fumbled the fuck out of this company, you know, I've got to give some credit to Phil Spencer. He's pulled it back, but now he seems to be reeling it in the same place it was. You know, Xbox, again, when it first came out, the Series X, it was doing pretty well. Maybe not console sales, but I think the Xbox was on an okay path. It was not a bad path, especially even in the Xbox One life cycle, towards the middle and the end, it was doing pretty decent. And then a few years later, we would realize, no, it isn't, because Phil Spencer is about to be a twat and do exactly what you shouldn't do. And, well, Xbox, it looks like Xbox is starting to remember, whoa, let's pull ourselves out of there quick enough. But unfortunately, it's too late and they've fallen into the lava. And it's burning like crazy. Wow. I don't even know anymore. Like, it comes a point where the consumers, the Xbox fans, have got to start making a decision. Is it worth it, me staying in this ecosystem and getting fucked around? And the answer to that for me anyway, I'm an Xbox gamer. I've been an Xbox gamer for years. And I've loved how Xbox has been and stuff like that. And I've kind of enjoyed Game Pass. But I'm starting to realize Xbox are desperate. I don't know what they're desperate for. They're desperate for more money, because I'm sure they're making a decent amount of money from Xbox. Again, if anything's making $1 billion to Microsoft, they want that doubled and they want to earn 10 million, really. They want to earn, now I get it, it's a company, and I'm sure that most of that profit has got to be then split and then diverted in different things. And again, they did just cough up $90 billion on Activision. So I mean, they've got to try and recoup their investment quite quickly. Although I do think Activision may end up actually recouping their investment fairly quickly. I don't know, maybe a few years at least before they get their money back like that. They ain't getting it from the Xbox brand, that's for sure, unless their Game Pass subscribers dramatically increased, which I highly doubt, because they're probably going to be going down because people are boycotting. Although, who knows if this sort of boycott will do anything major. It's a real big shame, to be honest with you. And I'm glad some of the fans are actually waking up and realizing that they don't care about you. I mean, then again, even on the Sony, in fact, no company really cares about you. As long as you're bringing some income to them, they'll act like they care about you and they care. Oh, we care about the gamers so much. They don't. They really don't care about you. As soon as you stop paying them, they don't care. They treat you like shit. They treat you like that piece of dirt under your shoe. They don't care, you know. But as soon as you bring in money in, oh, we care about the gamer, we care about the creativity and this and this and this. Oh, really? I'm surprised you haven't replaced everyone at Xbox with your shitty AI yet. You know, that's the new craze, isn't it? Hey, let's get rid of everyone. Oh, you work? Oh, you're a human? Nah, we don't need humans anymore. Let's get AI, which could possibly end up being, attacked by a, DDoS. Oh no. Let's have all of the creative team. You know how many leaks would happen with AI? Holy shit. I don't know why studios just don't fucking hire people. Number one, you get better talent, you get better creativity, you get better understanding. Like, if it's an AI game, now I know AI is very good for some things, of course it is. I'm not saying it's a bad thing in general AI, because again, you could be using it for certain things, but developing games, some part of the game development, I guess you could use AI, but if it starts properly like replacing the main parts of the roles in game development, like the game designers, the graphics and stuff like this, and the audio engineers and stuff like that, if it starts replacing that type of stuff, that's when we start to realize it's going too far. And yeah, I am very surprised Microsoft hasn't come out and said, "Oh yeah, we're getting rid of all workers. Yeah, AI's taking over." As of yet, but I'm sure that could be a thing on the future. In fact, I'm not. Why am I saying that? I'm probably giving them ideas, aren't I? But yeah, in quite in Microsoft fashion, I am very sorry to see people losing their job. Again, it's a very shitty situation with Microsoft Gaming. Oh, God. You know what? I'm done. Thank you for listening. I appreciate you for listening. And, well, if you own an Xbox, my faith is in you as well, because I do too. Hopefully we can pull out of this together as a community, but, God, I don't have much faith in Phil Spencer, the slimy twat.